Okay, so welcome to the stream. Every single day, I come online, I hop on my favorite attacker with a 2.5 scope, so I use Ace. I come to this board, I make sure it's 10, and I make sure it's the big circle. I step into the yellow rectangle, I aim directly at the middle, I hold down with my stick as best I can, and I shoot. Okay, if it goes up a bit, that's fine. It's not too big of a deal. The first shot's not going to be perfect. Oh, the second shot's not going to be perfect either, apparently. You see, if you come from a high recoil gun, and you'll notice you pull down too much or you let go too much. But the third shot might be a bit better. See, now that's not even perfect. That can be even better. Okay, but that's more or less what you're looking for. So if you can do that, now you can move on to the next step. Now the next step is you want to go to the dummy. You want to use the same gun with the same scope. You start on this side, you lean to the right, and you walk. And as you see him, you shoot, and you keep your scope on him. You reload your gun on him while you're moving. Once you've done about 5 reps of that, or you feel comfortable moving in a direction, then it's your next step. Now this step can be a bit confusing. So you lean right, then you crouch, and you shoot. Back up, lean the other side, lean back, down. Not all the way down, just I made a mistake there, but just bear with me here. So you're leaning the one side, down. Lean the other side, down. Lean the one side, down. Lean the other side, down. If you can do that comfortably, then the last thing that I've done most recently, oh no wait, that's the second last thing. Now you want to move, but just like strafing. You're just strafing and you're shooting at the same time. So you just want to keep your scope on him. So you want to keep your scope on him. So you're going to change direction mid-walk, okay? And you keep your scope as much as you can on him. I would say if you have over 20 bullets, then I'd say you're ready to progress to the next level, which is another recoil control. You aim directly at his head, you hold down the trigger, and you try to hit all headshots. If you aim over 20, then that's good, but 30 is obviously better. Just sometimes the dummy will move, or sometimes you get a bit of stick drift. It's not a problem. Just keep going until you're satisfied. I'm not satisfied, so I'm going to do that again. Not satisfied still. It's even worse. It's getting worse. Oh yeah. Yo. Okay, 29. Not too bad. Let's do a bit more. There we go. 29 headshots. That's what we're looking for. Now the last part of the dummy. You want to keep your screen on. So you move very slowly here. And you look in with your 2.5 scope. There you're going to see something there. You're going to see the guy's head. Now your goal is to get over 20 headshots while keeping the recoil without bouncing up and down. You will see because there'll be a progress bar. So let me show you how it's done. You lean to the left, you scope in on the dummy's head, and you completely mess it up so that your viewers can laugh at you. But yeah, that's the idea anyway. That's level 1. Okay? And I say it's level 1 because I'm not able to do the second level yet. So let me just show you. I'm going to just reposition myself here. That's a little bit better, but not great. 20 headshots or above would be best. Still not too happy with that one. There we go. That's 20 headshots. Now level 2. Now this one's a little bit more difficult because this one is even tighter than that one. See, this one has less room for you to move horizontally. So if you get about 20, then that's great. Now you're ready to move on to the next stage. Now here, this is my favorite place. This is where I spend the most time. Now we're going to start with big balls. And we're going to start with, for you, I would say do the big ball. But for me, I do the small balls. But do the big ball first. It's going to be a lot easier for you to realize because you're going to learn your sense now. Now, you're going to start with target move speed sprint. Distance is going to be random. Your reposition time is going to be 0. You're going to have infinite ammo and 120 round duration. Okay, so now we apply. Now, don't misunderstand me now. The goal is not to shoot these balls. The goal is to keep your scope in the middle of the ball as it's moving. Okay, so this is called tracking. So we're tracking the ball now. See? We're keeping the scope more or less in the middle each time. We want that ball. So once we've got the pattern down, then we can shoot that ball. Once we've gone, then we go on to the other ball. We get that pattern down. See, we're always finding the middle. Okay, but that's a bit too easy for me. So I do the small balls. So now, what we're going to do is, we do big ball. We're going to do idle. Target distance random. So the target move speed is idle, your target distance is random, and you've got big balls and all the same settings. Now, what you want to do is, you want to move with your hip fire speed and then aim in once your reticle is on the ball, see? And then make minor adjustments. See what I'm doing? I'm moving with my hip fire speed, and then my ADS is just to help it in a little bit, see? And once you've gotten comfortable with doing that, then you can start flicking. This is hardly a flick, but you get the idea, right? So you're just moving while ADS, you hit the big balls. I use the small balls, but you can use the big balls because it is your first time and everybody has to start somewhere. And you want to score over about 140 if you can manage it. If it's too much, then I would say 120 is acceptable. But ideally you want to have like 150 if you are really like warmed up, see? So you just want to hopefully not miss the same ball 4 times like I'm doing. Sometimes I get a bit too frustrated and I just shoot all the balls and miss. But yeah, that's what you want to do anyways. Then, once you've done about 2 rounds of that, and you've got your high score, then what you're going to do is, you're going to do headshot only, but if I'm being honest, it's not a... Maybe you know what, you put on headshot only, that's fine, put on headshot only. And you're going to use cover. Your maximum targets are going to be 4, and you're going to want to make your target distance random. 125 HP for the dummy, okay? It's not going to matter because your headshot is on, but yeah. Then you start it, right? But what I want you to do is, I don't want you to sit in the front here and go, no, that's not what I want. I want you to come to the window, and I want you to start like looking, just some simple movement, just left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, we shoot that one. See? Then we change direction. Oh, there's another one. See? Oh, we saw a head there. Oh, okay. You can use full auto if you feel comfortable enough to do that. If you feel like your recoil will handle it, then you can do that. But what we don't want to see is, we don't want to see this. We don't want to see this. This is cuck. This is not gonna win us any games. This is bullshit. This is not gonna work. See, this little death dance, this little alligator death roll that we're doing here, this is just for YouTube, bro. This is not gonna work in a real match, bro. This is muskak, bro. This is not gonna help. Okay, that's not what we want. But what we do want, and I'm gonna use a 3-speed character just to illustrate my point a bit better. We start at a window. Okay, this is some pretty advanced movement that I'm showing you. This is a little crouch peek. It's very simple, just in and out. Nothing on that side. Okay, we start here. Dead. Okay. We check slowly, nothing up above. Little quick peek, nothing. And you just want to keep it in a dead straight line if you can help it. You don't want to overextend. There you see one, there's another one. Try again, nothing. Oh, there's one up there. Bang, is dead, see? Bang, is dead. And then once you get comfortable, then you can do all this flashy shit where you just, you just keep going and you're just, you know, you're looking for people, easy. Use a gun that you're comfortable with as well. Use a gun that you're actually gonna use. Because otherwise the point of the exercise is pointless, yeah. Anyway, that's what you want to do. But there's one more thing. So you see how some of these things move. Now you want to keep more or less head level. You can go to crouch level. Like for instance, this guy is crouch level, so you can shoot him. But most of the time you want to keep head level, which is about here, see? There are guys up here as well. But your recoil has to be very good, see? So you're just peeking where they are, and then you're pre-firing, see? Just like that. That's all you're doing. That's just a movement that you need to have down. Then, once you've learned that, then you can do a bit more advanced stuff. So you can start, you know, checking where they are and then changing direction of the scope, and you can start doing that. See? That's pretty simple, but it's not gonna come naturally to you. Practice your one taps. Oh yeah. Okay. Practice your one taps. See how I practice my one taps? I line it up with my scope. Bang, did. Oops, miss. Bang, did. See, it's not complicated really. You see, you don't have to aim in first and then move like this. You don't have to do that. You can always just like that. See, it's very simple. And then over here, if you see a guy, I always practice my swinging. See, so you practice your swinging. You're not swinging like this. Like remember yesterday, you're like this. You're not swinging like this. You're far away from it, and you're rounding the corner. See, you're rounding the corner. Oh, there he is. See, not like this. No, far away from it, round the corner. The window has quite good positioning. You'll see now. So there's a guy. If you want to challenge yourself, you can use something a bit more difficult to control, like this gun. This Twitch's gun is a bitch to control, bro. It's not too bad for me. I have a lot of practice with it, but you will see it's not as simple as it looks. It has its own sort of recoil pattern, and it looks kind of weird also. But yeah, you can practice that. Anyways, if you have any questions, I'm free to take your questions. You can just let me know and I'll try my best to help you. Answer any questions you might have. Oh yeah. See that what happened there? I let go of my aiming key and then, yeah, or my aiming button I should say. Anyways, let me just take your questions here. Okay, so you were saying?
No, I said as soon as I'm doing it, then I guess I'll see if I have any questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to use a character that's an attacker, and you must have a 2.5 scope. And preferably a character that you actually want to use in the match. So, what do you think so far?